Hi everyone, it's Lindsay. I'm here to tell you a little bit about what happens in chapters 8 through 11 of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Ah, whoops. I forgot to bring the book with me. Hold on, I'll be right back. Oh, don't scare me like that. Who are you? I'm Eleanor Hizzlecrub. It was an early October morning. Rain was pounding down on the roof of Hogwarts as Harry came back from an early morning Quidditch practice, covered in mud and dripping with sweat. Nearly headless Nick was in the hallway as Harry came by, moaning and crying out the window. Just kidding. Nearly headless Nick was not crying that hard. We leave that crying to moaning Myrtle. Let me get a closer look at you. Yes, you all look real. Nearly headless Nick was dead, you know. As sweet Harry was comforting nearly headless Nick, Filch, the groundskeeper at Hogwarts, came out and looked at Harry all amuck in a mess and said, "Get to my office." Of course, that's not a very good impression of Filch, but that is what happened. He called Harry into his office, leaving nearly headless Nick in the hallway. And, just like I said, Filch dragged Harry into his office, ready to give him a very strong reprimand, when a loud bang crashed on the ceiling and on the side of the walls, and Filch just had to know what had happened. Filch went out to investigate, and Harry inspected some notes on Filch's desk. When Filch came back in, he was so distracted by the noises in the hallway that he dismissed Harry. Nearly headless Nick invited Harry and his friends Ron and Hermione to his Death's Day party, the day celebrating the day that nearly headless Nick was almost decapitated. And I was invited to the party as well. It was splendiferous. There were candles on the ceiling, very dark, very cold. Harry and Ron and Hermione shivered the whole time, and they didn't seem to enjoy the moldy food that was being served. The moldier, the sweeter the smell. Imagine this: moldy cheese, moldy crumpets, moldy ham, moldy milk. As Harry and Ron and Hermione left the party, Harry suddenly began to hear voices in his mind. Tear, kill, blood, so hungry, rip, tear, kill. The voice was in his mind. Ron and Hermione could not hear the voice. As they turned down the deserted hallway, they saw the note on the wall, written in blood. "The Chamber of Secrets has been opened! Enemies of the air, beware." Harry walked closer to the note to inspect it, slipped on a puddle of water, and saw that underneath the note was Mrs. Norris, Filch's cat, hanging by his tail, frozen stiff solid, eyes wide. Oh my gosh! Hi guys, found the book. It was totally buried under my bed. Would you believe it? What's that, Becky? You don't need me to do chapter 8 anymore? Why not? All right, everyone, I guess we'll just jump in with chapter 9 then. So, at the very end of chapter 8, Harry is standing in the hallway looking at the writing on the wall that says, "The Chamber of Secrets has been opened. Enemy of the air, beware." When suddenly Draco Malfoy arrives. Talk about the worst person to show up at the worst possible moment. Chapter 9, the writing on the wall. Oh, sorry guys. I guess I'm not supposed to just read you chapter 9. So let me tell you a little bit about what happens. We really better hurry this up though. We don't have much time. Filch's precious cat, Mrs. Norris, was hanging petrified in front of the message. "The Chamber of Secrets has been opened." Filch was shrieking so loudly that the crowd began to gather. Luckily, Mrs. McGonagall and Dumbledore arrived and immediately shouldered their way to the front of the crowd. Dumbledore untied Mrs. Norris and ordered Harry, Ron, Hermione, Filch, and Lockhart into Professor Lockhart's office. Professor Snape followed. Filch was hysterical, but also absolutely convinced that Harry wrote the message about the Chamber of Secrets and petrified his cat. Word got around about what had happened to Mrs. Norris and the message on the wall. Ginny, Ron's little sister, was absolutely distraught. But that's probably because she loves cats. Hermione decided that the best thing to do would be to learn more about the Chamber of Secrets. Then, maybe they could figure out who had opened it. Because the other kids were really starting to believe Filch. Maybe it was Harry who opened the Chamber of Secrets. In class, Hermione decided to ask their History of Magic professor, Professor Binns, about the Chamber of Secrets. After he insisted that the Chamber of Secrets was just an old legend, finally, he told them the story.
Hermione, I believe you're trying to derail my class. Hogwarts was founded over 1,000 years ago by the 4 greatest wizards and witches of the age. The houses of Hogwarts were named after them. Of course, Godric Gryffindor, Helga Hufflepuff, Rowena Ravenclaw, and Salazar Slytherin. 4 years they built the castle together in peace. But a rift began to grow between Slytherin and the others. Slytherin wished to be more selective about the students who attended Hogwarts. Slytherin wanted only true wizards to attend Hogwarts. No mudbloods. Those are wizards who are born to non-wizarding parents. Also no squibs. Wizards with no real wizarding power. The story, of course it is just a story, the story goes that Slytherin had built a secret hidden chamber in the castle. Slytherin sealed the chamber so that no one could open it until his one true heir arrived.
Well, let's just say that the whole class went quiet after that. After class, Harry didn't say anything, but his stomach had dropped unpleasantly. Harry had never told Ron or Hermione that the Sorting Hat had tried to sort him into Slytherin. Well, that happened back in year 1. So, was Harry the heir of Slytherin? Harry secretly worried. Later, the 3 friends decided to go back to the scene of the crime and look for clues, back where the message was written. It looked exactly like it did that night, except no black cat. But Hermione did notice a trail of small black spiders that were scuttling up the window pane trying to hurry into outside. Hermione continued to look around. She remembered seeing a puddle of water with the message. I think actually, did Harry trip on that puddle of water? Ron, remembering the water too, followed his memory of it to a door. The door to Moaning Myrtle's dark, damp, and depressing bathroom. The one that she haunts. The three friends tried to ask Moaning Myrtle if she saw what happened that night, the night the message was written, but she was too busy sobbing or something, or whatever. You can barely keep track these days. They continued to brainstorm who might have opened the Chamber of Secrets. Who would really want to frighten the Mudbloods and the Squibs? Draco Malfoy, they thought? Maybe Draco Malfoy was the heir of Slytherin? But they also wondered, how could they question Malfoy about the events? Hermione suddenly remembered reading about a potion called Polyjuice Potion. Polyjuice Potion is a highly complex potion with tons of ingredients. But if you get it right, you can make yourself appear to be somebody else. If Harry, Ron, and Hermione could make themselves look like somebody else, then they would question Malfoy about the chamber. Chapter 9 begins when... Oh, I remember. Oh, hello there. I'm Professor Sprout. Professor Sprout, you have to leave. I'm trying to make a video. What happened next, you ask? Ron, Harry, and Hermione trick Professor Lockhart into signing them a permission slip so that they can get into the part of the library with the restricted book. That is where Campers, I'm so sorry. I think there's something wrong with the portal. Restricted book. That is where they will find the recipe to Polyjuice Potion. Later on, Harry played a very intense game of Quidditch, where a rogue bludger injured his arm so much that Lockhart felt the need to remove all of his bones. I don't think that was on purpose. John, the portal's broken! Later, Dobby revealed that it was him who made the Bulger attack Harry. Dobby was just trying to convince Harry one more time to leave Hogwarts. Something bad was going to happen. And Dobby was right. Colin Cheevy was petrified. Hi guys, I'm really sorry about that. All of those characters coming out of the portal, that totally was not supposed to happen. So I made some notes about chapter 11 here so we can make this go fast. First important thing that happens. Lockhart and Snape host a dueling club. Malfoy goes to the dueling club and ends up conjuring a snake. Next thing, the snake tries to attack another Hogwarts student named Justin. Harry steps in, but begins speaking parcel tongue. That's the language of the snakes. And all the other kids hear it. And because of it, more and more people are afraid of Harry, thinking that he must be the heir of Slytherin. Well, it really doesn't help when later that night, the bodies of nearly headless Nick and Justin are discovered, petrified. That makes 4 petrified Hogwarts students. Well, Mrs. Norris, Colin, Justin, and nearly headless Nick. I wonder what's going to happen next. Bye.